Hey, Rob here. Now, suppose that you could grow your own food. Now, I don't mean like at a farm or in a garden. I mean, suppose you could grow your own food inside of you. You know, the great advantage, you don't have to go shopping, you never get hungry. Is that impossible? Maybe not. Because there is an organism that can do exactly that. It's called a lichen. Now, a lichen is actually made up of two organisms, even though the lichen itself looks like it's one. Well, it's made up of a fungus and a photosynthetic partner. Now, that photosynthetic partner can be an algae. Most of the time it is. It can also be a cyanobacteria. And the fungus provides the support for that photosynthetic partner, whereas that partner creates the food because it's getting energy from the sun. The top layer of fungus, there's actually multiple layers here. The top layer is semi-translucent and allows the light to come through to the photosynthetic partner. And if it's rainy or wet, then that layer becomes even more translucent. When lichens dry out, they shut down their basic processes, and they can stay in this suspended state of animation for many, many years. Now, you may be most familiar with lichens on a rock, like this. Lichens are quite creative in the way that they combine those two organisms into different forms. This is a lichen. Now, lichens come in three basic forms. Crustose, which is a crusty sort of lichen, which you often see on rocks. Foliose, which is a leafy sort of lichen. It looks like tiny leaves that are stuck to whatever the surface is the lichen is growing on. And fruticose, which is kind of a shrubby looking lichen. Having those different forms gives the lichen some advantages as far as how it competes for light and water and so forth. Lichens are used by some animals for food, such as deer and small mammals. In addition, there are many birds that will use lichens to build their nests. It adds a little camouflage. Humans have used lichens over the years for medicine, for colors, for food, for a variety of things. Even diapers. There's actually one lichen that has kind of antiseptic qualities that Native Americans used to use as kind of a diaper that kept the baby's bottoms good. One thing about lichens is that they are really sensitive to air pollution. In fact, if you have an area that has air pollution, the number, the quantity, the different varieties of lichens will disappear. Scientists even use lichens as a way of measuring air quality through an area simply by sampling places to see what kinds of lichens are here, there, and everywhere. Now, since lichens are actually two organisms in one, maybe they could be part of a new horror film. You know, the creature made of two. It's kind of silly, but could make an interesting trivia question. What's a lichen? Is it one organism or two? Technically it's two, but they act as one. So, lichens are kind of cool, and remember, be curious.